tanong ko lang kayo, based now on, ito opinion na lang, whether you can give an opinion or not, based now on the report, it is initial investigation. Does this warrant a special audit or a fraud audit?
Sige, mag-verify ko. Ito lang, ilang example.
Attorney?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Usually, sir,
I'm not mistaken po, they have the autonomy kasi rin po. They can draft their guidelines which is can be similar with the national government. But I think they have their autonomous for them to decide ano po yung kanilang mga ilalagay sa kanilang guidelines. Apo. Thank you po.
Priorities, as we know. Pero yung ceiling amount, pwede rin sila?
Yes, I think so, sir.
Yung mangyari sa atin dito, Texas tayo dito. Pag ganyan. Kaya siguro kailangan natin i-review yan. Kasi dapat specific tayo dyan. Napakahirap yun. Kasi yung ibang local government units is complying with the guidelines by the DBM. Diba?
LGU sa ibang region, baka gustong sumali sa BARM kasi malaki ang pagbibigay ng LGSF doon.
Anyway, sir, Sir Renier, pag-check na lang po, no? Doon po sa office niyo po, with regards to it, no? Kasi, ang malinaw doon, pag wala kang request, malinaw yun, in violation. Papadalhan ka lang, di ba? Dapat malinaw programa, saan pupunta yung pera, di ba? Etc. But in this case, there are LGU and barangays nagreklamo na pinadalan sila, hindi nila alam bakit sila pinadalan. Kung totoo yun. If those barangays or those LGU that was downloaded by such amount na hindi nila request will come out in the open in this committee and state for the record, because all of you here is under oath, mas maganda pa mag-execute ng affidavit. Siguro we encourage all those LGU na mag-execute kayo ng affidavit or magsalita kayo dito, because all of you is under oath. O para at least ma-justify natin yung investigation na to. Please,
Okay.
Kong Mujib.
Sir, DBM, may tanong lang ako. Ano yung system ng releases nyo ng Black Grant? Monthly, quarterly, twice a year, or ano?
Mr. Chair, for the release of the Black Grant, it is comprehensively released during the start of the year. It is just like in the national tax allotment, the cash will be transferred to the LGU or in this
Pero
case in the
tinatanong
BARM.
ko, sir, kung monthly ba, quarterly, or ano? One time ba?
For this case po, for BARM, it's monthly po. Yung the total amount of the Black Grant is divided by 12 po, spread. And then, yes po.
Okay na. Babalik ako sa COA. Ma'am?
yes, sir.
Ma'am COA, di ba may hawak kayo nung letter ni Minister Pacasem? Magkano yung total release? Simulan ko sa Maguindanao del Sur.
Sir, the list was taken from me for photocopying.
Yeah, pero tatanong ko lang kung magkano yung total release for Maguindanao del Sur. For the record po.
Before anything else, sir, I would like to correct that the budget for calendar fiscal year 2024 of DARM was not extended, but the validity of the appropriation itself is 2 years. I invite your attention to section 49 of the GAAB for 2024. GAAB po. GAAB.
Anong GAAB?
The General Appropriations Act of the Bangsamoro.
Okay, GAAB.
Section 49 49 on cash budgeting system, all appropriation authorized in this act shall be available for release and obligation for the purpose specified and under the same general and special provisions applicable thereto until December 31, 2025. However, personal services, maintenance, and other operating expense under general administration and support shall be valid for obligation until December 31, 2024 only.
So pag ganun, ma'am, ang mangyayari, parang kung 2 years yung validity, so usually dapat ma-spend nila within 2 years. Hindi rin sila magkakaroon ng savings. Di ba? Kasi 2 years ang... Anyway, ma'am, babalik na lang ako doon sa unang tanong ko, ma'am. Kasi...
Mujib,
yeah.
with your indulgence, no? Kasi medyo na ano lang ako doon, na-strike lang ako doon sa statement coming from the validity. Ma'am, sa GAAB ba yan, ma'am? You mentioned about Section 49 ng GAAB?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I understand. Ma'am?
Yes, sir. Section 49.
Yeah, Section 49. Ma'am, kasi ma'am, ito legal question to, no? If the BARM is overreaching their powers, no? Or kasi unlike all LGUs kasi 1 year validity lang eh. Now, if the reason for it is all about the fiscal autonomy, I doubt if that will be a basis, legal basis for that validity for 2 years. Okay? Now, but still, now, this is just on record. And if the members of this committee will join me, we may ask the legal department of this House to check on that, the legal basis for that 2-year validity based on the GAAB of the BARM. Just para lang po, malinaw po. Then, in our case, we can also legislate, no? A law with regards to it. Kung talagang medyo may kasobrahan. But still, kung may problema dun sa legal basis for that 2 years validity, as of now, hindi ko po alam, no? But if the members of this committee will join me, we will ask the legal department of this House. Comsec? Si Comsec wala? Comsec is directed to communicate with the legal department of the House to check on the legal basis for that 2-year validity of the budget of the BARM or the GAAB. DBM. Is it allowed?
Mr. Chair, upon checking po yung validity po natin sa General Appropriations Act, it also mentions that in the Section 70 cash budgeting system, wherein the appropriations for the statutory shares of LGU shall be available for obligation and disbursement until fully expended. So, once na ma-release na po namin, in this case po, the annual block grant, it is available for obligation and disbursement of the Bangsamoro government until fully expended po. Based po yun doon sa ating GAA ng 2024 po na National Government.
Mr. Chair, fully expended?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair,
Anyway, okay yan. Kasi, okay, Chairman ako, please proceed.
DBM, for national agencies of government, yung PS, 1 year ang lifespan. Tama. MOE at saka capital outlay, 2 years ang lifespan. Now, would that be true with local government units? Yun yung issue eh.
Can I po? Thank you po, Mr. Chair. For that po, yung na-mention ko po is based dun sa Section 70 ng GAA po. And in the case of LGUs po, yun po yung nakalagay po, yung mga transfers natin for the statutory shares, which in this case, na dinidiscuss natin yung annual block grant for Bangsamoro government po. Thank
That
you
is
po.
taking into consideration yung decision ng Korte Suprema na yung Bangsamoro government is considered a local government unit. Di ba? That is why the issue is, yung bang nangyayari sa national agencies, yung lifespan, 1 year, 2 years, applicable sa local government unit. Yun yung issue Since according to the Supreme Court, considered na yung Bangsamoro government is considered as local government. So yun yung legal na issue, iho
Anong drink na natin?
Yeah.
LGU ba?
Ganon. Kaya nagkakaroon ng problema.
Sabi.
Mr. Chair. Apo.
Yes, please.
As mentioned po kanina po na may Supreme Court decision na nga po na yung in this case yung autonomous region is being considered as an LGU, and again it is their statutory share based on the Bangsamoro Organic Law, yung kanilang annual block grant po. Based lang po doon sa validity natin. Halimbawa, hindi lang po na-release po ng DBM yung annual block grant and nag-lapse na yung validity po niya. Sa national government pa lang po yun. So, natapos na po doon yung amount na yun, naglalapse na siya. But based on doon sa phrase po nung section 70, once na matransfer na namin po yung funds through the SARO and NCA po to the Bangsamoro government, it is now available for obligation and disbursement na po, sir. Based po doon sa nakalagay rin po doon sa ating
We know that.
general provision po. Thank you po.
Alam naman namin yun Ang problema nga is, yung bang lifespan of the funds, public funds, PSMOA and capital outlay sa national, 1 year, 2 years. Is it true sa local? Yun ang tanong
Thank you po, Mr. Chair. As far as yung validity, once na meron na po silang ordinances, yung LGU po, as mentioned kanina rin po, 1 year lang po yung validity and will be subject kung may savings or undisbursed. Kailangan pa rin po, pero kailangan pa rin pumasok ulit doon sa regular budgeting rules ng LGU na yun po. Thank you po. Yes, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, just one question lang po.
Please proceed.
Sir, DBM, how do you treat the entity? Are you treating it like another LGU lang or as a special entity ba with different rules? Yan lang gusto ko ma-clarify.
Thank you po, Mr. Chair. For that po, they're treated as an LGU po.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you po.
At least malinaw. Siya, please proceed.
So, balik ko ako sa COA. Ma'am, yung summary ng releases sa Maguindanao, simulan ko mula sa mainland. Maguindanao del Sur, magkano yung total release ng LGSF from August up to yung last submission ng Ministry of Finance and Budget. Just for the record, ma'am. Mike.
My supervising auditor will answer the question.
Good afternoon po. I will dictate the amount of LGSF releases based on the tabulation we have made. For the local government of Basilan,
Hindi, Maguindanao. Sige. Unahin mo na Basilan kasi by letter, lugar ko
Basilan po is 1,520,510,450.
Pakaswerte ng mga kababayan kung may 1.5. Sige sir, continue lang sir.
Province of Lanao del Sur, we have a total of 1,349,916,674.
Malaki. Mas malaki po pula sa namin. Hindi. Maguindanao del Norte. At Tawi-Tawi.
Maguindanao del Norte, we have a total of 1,385,000,000. Maguindanao del Sur, we have 778,500,000.
Point ano, sir? Yung Maguindanao del Norte?
Maguindanao del Norte is 1,385,000,000.
Okay, del Sur.
Flat na po yun.
Ha?
Maguindanao del Sur,
Sandali po, before, sir, sorry sir, to cut you, sir. Before you proceed, let me acknowledge the presence of our Senior Deputy Speaker of the House, Congressman Dong Gonzales. Thank you for coming, sir. Please proceed, Kong Mujib.
Maguindanao del Sur, sir?
Maguindanao del Sur is 778,500,000.
700 million.
778 million.
Ang Tawi-Tawi?
Tawi-Tawi is 1 billion po.
1B. So sa Sulu, wala na no?
Wala po. Special geographic areas po.
Ang SGA pala?
We have a total of 413,021,760. So a total of 6,446,948,849 pesos po.
Ulit ko, sir, ang Basilan is 1.5 billion, ang Lanao del Sur is 1.3 billion, ang Maguindanao del Norte is 1.3 something billion, tapos ang Maguindanao del Norte is, Sur is 1.3 billion.
Maguindanao del Norte is 1.3 billion.
Ang Maguindanao del Sur?
Del Sur is 778 million.
700. Ang Tawi-Tawi is 1 billion.
1 billion. Flat.
Yeah. Ang SGA is 413 million.
Yes po.
Sa Basilan, magkano ang na-release sa probinsya at magkano ang na-release sa munisipyo? Or sa barangay?
Ang province of Basilan, we have 1 billion.
1 billion.
For 510,415.
So, yung 500 million is sa munisipyo yon.
Municipality of Lantawan, Sumisip, Haji, Mutamad, Akbar, Tabuan, Lasa, Muhammad Ajul, Albarka, Ugkaya, Pukan, and Tipo-Tipo po.
So, walang barangay ho sa Lanao, sa Basilan?
Wala po, sir.
Okay. Sa Lanao del Sur, meron ba ho sa provincial government of Lanao del Sur? Kasi andito si Gob Bombit.
Wala po, sir.
Wala.
Your Honor.
So, ito, magkano ang total sa municipalities ng Lanao del Sur at magkano ang total sa mga barangay?
For the municipality of Amay Manabilang, ang recipient po is lahat tatlong barangays, a total of 5.4 million.
Sir, pwedeng na lang sir para mabilis yung kung pwedeng hingin namin yung total summary ng munisipyo. Total wala man sa provincial government ng Lanao del Kawawa ka naman.
Opo, sir.
Sa Maguindanao del Norte ho, magkano yung sa province at magkano ang sa munisipyo or sa barangay?
Maguindanao del Norte, sa province of Maguindanao del Norte, a total of 1 billion po.
1 billion. So yung 365 ba sa munisipyo ito or pinaghatian na ng mga barangay at munisipyo?
Tatlong munisipyo po, Buldon, Matanog, Parang, and mga barangay, mga BLGUs po, yung sa Dato Odin Sinsuat.
Hindi lang, alam mo, meron lang akong napansin ho. Kasi kabisado ko naman ho talaga ang politika sa BARM yung mga parti-partido dyan sa BARM. Lahat ng lahat ng provincial governor na hindi kaanib ng UBJP, zero. Tapos lahat ng munisipyo hindi rin kaanib ng UBJP, zero, napupunta sa mga barangay. Pero lahat ho ng mga kaanib nila may 1 billion, halimbawa Basilan, Tawi-Tawi, Maguindanao del Norte, kasi siyempre UBJP. So anyway itatanong natin yan pagdating ng mga taga-BARM kasi hindi naman trabaho talaga ng COA. Pero ako, Mr. Chair, saan ang Mr. Chair? Ako po na. Nice. Ang tanong ko next sa COA, sir, ano to, di ba meron kayong resident COA? Sa mga probinsya, sa mga assigned COA, sa mga munisipyo at sa mga probinsya?
Opo, meron po sila. Meron po kaming, in every LGU, meron assigned local government
Yes, tama po.
audit team leader po.
Ano yung timeline nyo na matapos yung pag-audit halimbawa ng lahat ng finances pati transaction ng mga LGUs based sa scheduling ng Commission on Audit?
Yung in-issue po ng regional director namin, if I remember it right, yung specific audit instructions whereby nakalagay doon kung kailan mag-submit ng annual audit report is on or before June 30.
Sir, ito bang halimbawa 1 billion sa mga probinsya, one-time deposit to na sa kanila? Halimbawa, kung Tawi-Tawi 1 billion, kung Basilan 1 billion, kung Maguindanao del Norte, mag-ada kayo talagang 1 billion diretso sa land bank tapos i-transfer sa account ng mga probinsya?
Mr. Chair, based on the records for the province of Basilan, for instance, hindi naman ho siya at one time.
Magkano yung unang release? Halimbawa, ano lang para makita natin?
I don't have it with
At anong date?
The first release for Basilan was on August 15.
August 15, magkano ang
The
amount?
amount is 599 million.
599 million?
Wait lang. 599,270,415.
Tapos ang second anong month? Kalaking pera. Masaya ang mga kababayan ko sa Basilan. Daming pera.
The next releases were made on sometime in December 2024, but the releases were made to various municipalities in Basilan.
Hindi, kasama yung various municipality was December. Pero
December,
siyempre,
sir.
kung 1 billion yung sa probinsya, meron pang mga more than 400 million. Anong date din yun na-release?
May answer, sir.
Yung sa province of Basilan po, two tranches ang releases dyan. First is August 15, which is 599,270,415, and the second release was made on November 18, 2024, and the amount is 401,240,000 po.
400M, okay. Yung sa Lanao, sa Maguindanao del Norte, doon muna ako sa probinsya. Yung 1 billion, ano yung first release nila? Pero sir, halimbawa, kayo sa hindi, sige lang. Maguindanao del Norte, magkano?
Dalawang tranches
Okay.
ang
Yung
gawa.
first tranche,
First is on October 30, 2024.
October 30,
Yes po.
magkano
676 million, and on November 18, 2024, 324
24M. So,
million.
equivalent is sa 1B. Tapos yung Tawi-Tawi po.
Tawi-Tawi ganun po, dalawang beses. Tigpa 500 po.
Ating pa 500 million. Anong
Million
month
po.
yung first 500?
First 500 was released August 15, 2024. Second release was made November 18, 2024.
So, 500, yeah. 500 alos pareho, sir. Sir, halimbawa, kayo sa COA ba, pag ganito, alam ko meron naman talaga kayong mga internal rules sa COA. Ako, nung regional governor ako, naalala ko, eto, mga mayor na yan, eto, sila Gob Bombit, nakikipagmuwa yan sa akin. Either ang memorandum of agreement namin, merong laman, sabi ng COA, either 15% mauna, tapos ang sunod is 40, then may matitira, tapos 30, depende sa liquidations. Pero itong mga releases to, itong halimbawa, August 15, nag-release kayo ng 500 million. Bago ba ni-release yung another 500 million, meron ng liquidation na submit sa COA? Siyempre, government fund to, magtataka ka. Release ka ng release, hindi pa nga na-liquidate yung una, tapos mag-release ka naman. Hindi ho to small amount ha. Kasi mainit nga tayo doon kay Sara Duterte na 125, ito 6 billion to eh.
Mr. Chair, following the guideline issued by the Minister of Finance, Budget and Management, the fund releases are not subject to liquidations.
Are not
So based
subject to
on
liquidation?
Bangsamoro Budget Circular number 2024-010,
Hindi subject sa liquidation.
wala pong nakalagay dito that they are
Wala, ma'am, pakiulit ma'am, medyo hindi maganda ang pangdinig ng chairman pati ni Congressman Akop. Anong sinasabi ng circular at guidelines ng Ministry of Finance and Budget? Hindi subject for liquidation?
Kasi sir, the moment sir na fund transfer po siya sa various local government units,
Yes.
ang titingin po noon kung yung implementation po ba noon at saka yung actual utilization po ng mga fund release sa mga local government units will be audited by the auditors of the local government units. And based on the guideline issued by the Ministry of Finance, mayroon po ditong monitoring mechanism which is under po siya sa Ministry of
Hindi ma'am,
Interior and Local
pero
Government.
ma'am, hindi tama sabihin natin na hindi subject for liquidation ninyo. Pero remember, the same pa rin, Commission on Audit yung na-assign doon. Kaya babalikan ko ma'am, yung tanong ko kanina, February 13 sumulat si Minister Pacasem. In fact, ang address niya sa COA, nagtataka nga ako bakit COA. Baka ang iniisip nito, baka singilin nyo rin yung mga residents COA nyo para mag-submit ng liquidation sa inyo. Yun yung effect yung understanding ko. Pero, ang point ko doon, meron kayong residents COA. Kaya tinatanong ko, paano mangyari yon? Hindi pa na-liquidate yung unang releases pero meron na namang next releases. Di ba dapat kayo sa COA mismo magtataka kayo at magtatanong kaugnay nito? Kasi hindi nga maliit na bagay Hindi siya parang 1 milyon, 2 milyon. Ang usapin dito is 500 million to 1 billion.
Mr. Chair, let me just clarify, the word liquidation is not used in the guideline. But actually, the requesting local government unit should submit a report on fund utilization for any previous releases funded by the national government following the template prescribed in the guideline. That is, including their SBR letter of intent to be submitted to the Office of the Chief Minister for approval.
Pero ma'am,
But there is no mention, sir, of the word liquidation kasi the word liquidation usually, sir, is used for advances. So, baka lang po kasi
Ma'am,
magkaroon ng misnomer.
Ma'am, ikaw kasi ang nagsabi nun
Yes,
di ba?
sir. Stand corrected,
Kaya
sir. So,
binalik ko lang yon dahil ikaw ang nagsabi. Kaya, pero, the same, uulitin ko, si COA merong guidelines, may residence COA kayo, every unit ng government, local government yan, or agencies, meron tayong mga assigned na COA. Pero, halimbawa, ma'am, matanong ko, anong basis ninyo? Halimbawa, na-release ang pondo, ano yung basis nyo for auditing? Kung wala namang MOA, wala namang guidelines, di ba? Wala namang proposal. Ano yung basis natin for liquidation? Anong basis natin for auditing?
Again, sir, in speaking as the auditor of the Ministry of Finance, Budget and Management, my audit jurisdiction only covers the releases of the funds. Again, So, insofar as I am concerned as the team leader, audit team leader for Ministry of Finance, I rely on the Bangsamoro Budget Circular date number 2024-010 as to the documentary requirement and as to the procedure that must be followed. Now, when the funds are already downloaded to the local government, on how it is utilized po, that is already beyond my audit jurisdiction.
Ako Mujib, President Aziz ko Mujib.
Okay.
Attorney, you mentioned about the memorandum circular from the Minister,
Of
di
the
ba?
Ministry of Finance, Budget and Management.
Minister of Finance of the BARM. Attorney, kindly submit to this committee since wala dito ang taga-BARM. May kopya ka ba nun ng MC na yon?
Yes, sir. I have. Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Now, second, ma'am, considering that BARM is also considered as LGU, malinaw po dito, ma'am, sa DBM mismo circular. Di ba may mga limitations? Sir Renier, may mga limitations on the use of LGSF, di ba?
Correct po, Mr. Chair.
Pati yung quarterly reporting, nandun
Yes
po
po,
nakasiplay.
they're required for quarterly reporting of the
Quarterly
utilization.
reporting. Malinaw po yun, attorney. Now, you mentioned about that you only covered the releases, tama?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, sino yung in charge doon sa sa audit on the implementation and the use of funds?
The concerned resident auditors of the various local government units, Mr. Chair.
Doon na sa baba.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, nagsasabit ng report sa inyo. Okay.
No, sir. No, sir.
No?
It's included in their reports, in their separate annual audit reports. They have their own annual audit
Ate,
reports.
ganito na lang po, attorney. Matanong lang po kita. So, yung office mo is not conducting a special audit or fraud audit?
Hindi po, Mr. Chair.
So, sino po?
For the regional officer,
For the regional office, sino?
for the regional officer, sir, we have a separate division. We have the fraud audit division who will conduct the fraud audit or special audit in case po na magkaroon po ng instruction to conduct the same.
Sino yung in charge doon sa fraud audit?
Sir, yung ang authority lang po ng fraud audit ng regional office is 50 million below.
Tama.
Opo.
Alam ko po yun.
Opo.
Now, pero sino po ang in charge doon? Sino ang in charge?
Si Attorney Abdul Jalil Iskander po.
Oh, Comsec, please invite the mentioned fraud audit team leader in the BARM para po patawag natin next hearing. Now, attorney, sir, matanong ko lang kayo, based now on, ito opinion na lang, whether you can give an opinion or not, based now on the report, in this initial investigation, does this warrant a special audit or a fraud audit? Attorney,
Yes, Mr. Chair. Usually, sir, I am not the one in charge in the fraud audit division, no. But as far as I know, sir, whenever there is a request for fraud audit, it has to be evaluated first if it is by the central office, and then later on they will issue the office order to conduct the fraud audit
I
or the
understand.
special audit.
Pero ang kinukuha ko lang po yung opinion nyo, does this, based on the initial investigation made by this committee, it does warrant or not?
Again, sir, I am not in position to comment because I don't. As far as I'm concerned, as the auditor of the MFBM, the documents submitted to me is not yet. All the documents submitted to me is not yet sufficient for me to conclude the same, sir.
Sir, ikaw, sir.
Ganun din po ang stand ko. I'm not in a position to comment on whose audit jurisdiction has, considering the amount involved. Probably the honorable body can make an inquiry to the higher ups. For us, we cannot, and we are not in authority to, or we are not competent to comment on that particular question po.
Okay, thank you po. Anyway, Mr. Mayakop, please.
Clarification lang po. With the indulgence of the Honorable Mujib Hataman, who has the floor. May I?
Please proceed po.
Madam, did I hear you right? Na yung ini-implement lang po ninyo is you see to it that Circular 202-4010 is implemented by the Bangsamoro government?
Yes, Mr. Chair, insofar as the releases is concerned
No.
of the LGSF, because the utilization of the LGSF by the concerned local government units is within the jurisdiction of the concerned auditors.
Thank you. May I ask, if you have already verified whether the LGUs concerned complied with the posting requirements prescribed under Republic Act 9184 as embodied in the circular?
Are you referring to the procurement law, sir?
No, 9184 is the procurement law. But it is required by the circular that you mentioned, 202-4010, that there are supposed to be reports to be submitted by the LGUs concerned. Have you monitored this? Kasi ikaw nag-mention ng circular na ito eh. And I have a copy of that.
Based on item number 410, sir, the monitoring of the implementation and utilization of the LGSF falls on the Ministry of Interior and Local Government, which is another ministry, and they have a separate resident auditors po.
I thought you answered a while ago na kayo po ang tumitingin kung nakukomply itong circular na ito.
As to the releases, Mr. Chair.
I beg your pardon?
As to the releases lang po, Mr. Chair.
Sa releases. So, when the audit report is made, hindi po kayong gumagawa?
Audit report for the Ministry of Finance, sir. Ako po yung gagawa, sir.
Oh, hindi dapat kasama ito sa report mo, di po ba? Whether they have complied with the requirements of 9184. Kasi embodied sa circular 2 eh. You have to see to it whether the provisions of the circular are followed by the Bangsamoro government. Kasi ikaw nagbabanggit lahat dito. Nakikinig lang
Yes,
po
sir.
ako kanina eh.
Mr. Chair, although the circular was issued by the Ministry of Finance, but it covers other ministries within the BARM. So like for instance, sir, the audit of the implementation and utilization, covered po yan ng mga auditors ng local government units. Yun naman po sa monitoring, kung na-implement ba or na-utilize ba siya in accordance with the guideline, it falls within the jurisdiction naman po kung sino po yung concerned auditor po namin sa Ministry of Interior and Local Government. So insofar as I am concerned po, releases of funds lang po yung aking audit jurisdiction. Insofar as the circular is concerned.
So you do not monitor whether the provisions of the circular are followed by the local government unit?
No, sir. The guideline is merely used as my basis in the audit of the releases, but I am not tasked to monitor all of the provisions of the circular are complied by the Ministry of Finance. Because again, sir, I would like to emphasize that the LGSF, for the releases and the utilization and implementation of the LGSF funds is multi-agencies po yan, no? Hindi lang po Ministry of Finance ang covered.
Now, to whom does the local or do the local auditing teams report? Sa iyo. Yung local government yun. For example, yung municipal Cotabato. Saan siya nagsasubmit ng report niya? Sa inyo?
No, hindi po, sir. The report, the annual audit report of the various auditors of the local government units is addressed to the local chief executive po.
Mr. Chair, siguro yung auditor na nag-o-audit talaga ang dapat imbitahin natin.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Chairman ako.
Yeah.
on the point of Mr. Chair, I move that we invite the resident auditors of the different municipalities and provinces that have been downloaded with funds from the LGSF, Mr. Chair. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion to invite all the residents, auditor of all the LGUs being downloaded by the LGSF fund coming from the BARM. Duly seconded. Any objections? The chair is none. The motion is carried. COMSEC is directed to prepare an invitation for all those resident auditor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I ask,
Please proceed, Chairman Akop.
Madam Auditor, hindi naman kayo concerned siguro dito dahil sa mga sagot po ninyo. Pero may alam na po ba kayo na nag-submit ng AOM yung mga resident auditors ng mga LCEs?
Mr. Chair, I cannot comment on that because I don't have personal knowledge as of now.
Okay. Kasi naaawa ako dun sa mga kwan sa mga local government units na tumanggap. Kung totoo yung sinasabi na ibinalik, kagaya ng sinabi ni Attorney Torena kanina, na ibinalik yung ibang amount, ay kawawa sila. You know why? Kasi if you look at the circular na binabanggit po ninyo, Madam, kanina, under Section 8.0, yung responsibility and accountability, the responsibility and accountability in the implementation of programs and projects and proper utilization and disbursement of the LGSF shall rest upon the LCE.
Wow, sila.
Oh, kaya kawawa yung mga local chief executives na tumanggap nito at hindi nila maisagawa yung project mismo. Kung totoo yung mga reports na naibabalik yung portion o malaking portion ng mga natanggap nila na LGSF. Because pursuant to the circular, sila po ang may accountability at saka responsibility, yung local chief executives. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Chairman Akop. Yes, Vice Chair Flores.
Mr. Chair, in addition to my earlier motion, Mr. Chair, may I move that we also invite in our next hearing, Mr. Chair, the COA in charge for the fraud audits, Mr. Chair, from the national office, Mr. Chair.
Second.
There's a motion to invite in the next hearing the in charge of the fraud audit in central office. Duly seconded. Any objection? The chair is none. The motion is carried.
Mr. Chair.